What's up? What's up? What's up, White's faithful? All right, listen to me very carefully because what I'm about to share with you today is absolutely mental. If you're standing right now, sit down. If you're sitting, brace yourself because the news coming out of Elland Road is going to send shockwaves through your entire week. We've got three massive stories that are painting the complete picture of where Leeds United stand right now in this Premier League battle. And trust me, this isn't your typical match report. This is about the SOUL of our club, the future of our survival, and the reality check we all need to face. Imagine this, a German mastermind making decisions that have the entire fan base scratching their heads. A Swiss magician who's becoming our unexpected hero when we need him most. And a striker situation that's got everyone from the terraces to the pundits talking non-stop. The atmosphere at Elland Road has been electric. The performances have been valiant. But something's not clicking. And today we're diving deep into what's really happening behind the scenes. Before we get into this absolute roller coaster of emotions, I need you to do something for me right now. Smash that like button if you bleed white and blue. Drop a comment telling me if you think we're staying up this season. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button because you do not want to miss what's coming next. Now, let me ask you something that's been eating at every single one of us. What happens when you're playing brilliant football but keep shooting yourself in the foot with baffling decisions? What happens when the manager everyone trusted starts making changes that make zero sense? Well, buckle up, White's faithful, because after our latest battle against Tottenham, we need to talk about the 5 substitutions that have everyone questioning everything. Right, let's get straight into it. Daniel Farke, our gaffer, the man we've backed through thick and thin, has a serious problem that's costing us points. And it's getting worse with every game. Saturday at Elland Road was supposed to be our statement. We were going toe-to-toe with Tottenham. We'd come back from behind again showing that fighting spirit. And then, Farke pressed the self-destruct button with 5 substitutions. That absolutely killed our momentum dead. Let me paint the picture for you. We're chasing the game. The crowd is roaring. We need that equalizer. And what does Farke do? He takes off Anton Stach, the man who was running the entire midfield, the player at the heart of every creative move, the guy leading our press. And who comes on? Tanaka. Now don't get me wrong, Tanaka brought some urgency, but Stach was controlling the game. We missed him immediately. But it gets worse, White's faithful. He then takes off Brendan Aronson, who was actually playing well, and brings on Jack Harrison. The same Jack Harrison who has offered absolutely nothing in attack all season. When you're chasing a game, when you need goals, why on earth are you bringing on a player who's been invisible every single time he's stepped on the pitch? Now, Harrison probably wouldn't even be getting minutes if Dan James and Willy Gnonto weren't injured. But here we are, throwing him on when we desperately need firepower. It's completely counterintuitive. It's like trying to put out a fire with petrol. And just when you thought it couldn't get more baffling, here come Lucas Mecha and Joel Pirro. 2 strikers at once, okay? I can understand the logic. We need goals. Let's flood the box. But who does he take off? Our biggest threat, the man who'd been causing Spurs problems all game long. We'll get to him in a minute. But that decision left us with 3 slow strikers and nitrogen monoxide way to get them the ball. All our attacking outlets were gone. No pace, no crosses coming in, no creativity. Jack Harrison, who's a notoriously poor crosser, was moved to wing back. Then Jayden Bogle, our only remaining outlet, gets taken off too. It's like watching someone systematically remove every weapon from our arsenal while we're in the middle of a battle. Listen, we all know injuries have absolutely destroyed Farke's options. Harry Gray joined James and Gnonto on the treatment table on Saturday. The squad depth just isn't there. But this isn't about who he brought on, it's about who he took off. After those changes, we had zero momentum. Not one single spell of sustained pressure on a fragile Spurs defense. The energy was sucked out of Elland Road. Farke has done brilliantly in earning back the trust of the 49ers, who kept him in charge over the summer, but this in game management. These substitutions, they're costing us precious points. We're putting in commendable performances, but we can't turn them into victories if we're sabotaging ourselves. But here's the thing that's really got me fired up. Who was our best player before being taken off? Who's been our unexpected savior this season? Hold that thought, because what I'm about to tell you next is going to show you exactly why those substitutions hurt us so badly. No Okafor. Remember that name, White's Faithful, because this man is quickly becoming the heartbeat of our survival fight. When the summer transfer window closed and we watched clubs like Sunderland drop over £150 million, while we were penny pinching, there was one signing that felt like a gamble: Okafor coming in from AC Milan. Some said it was risky. Some said we needed proven Premier League quality. But right now, this Swiss international is looking like the steal of the century. Let me hit you with some facts that'll blow your mind. Okafor is the first Leeds player to reach TWO goals in the Premier League this season. In just 5 games for starts, he's already emerging as the favorite to be our top scorer. Think about that for a second. A player many question is now carrying our attacking hopes. Against Tottenham, while others were squandering chances left and right, Okafor was in the right place at the right time to smash home the equalizer. Some might call it an easy goal, but you know what? It showed his hunger, his desire, his instinct to be where it matters most. And the stats don't lie. White's faithful. He created one big chance in that game. He only missed a single pass the entire match. One pass. He's averaging the point to successful dribbles per game. He's direct. He's always looking to create. Always looking to shoot. This man offers something that nobody else in our squad provides. He's got that directness, that creativity, that X factor we've been desperate for. But here's what really got me emotional. After the match, Okafor posted on Instagram celebrating his goal with the caption, "First at Elland Road." Unbelievable support from our fans. Proud of this team. We keep going. Unbelievable support. He gets it. He understands what Elland Road means. He feels that electric atmosphere that we create game after game. And let me tell you, if we're going to stay up this season, that connection between the players and the Elland Road faithful is going to be absolutely vital. The man is stunned by what he's witnessed from us. Coming from AC Milan, the San Siro, one of the most legendary stadiums in world football. And he's blown away by the noise we make. That's the power of the Whites faithful, and Okafor is feeding off it. He's giving us hope. We're sitting 13th in the table right now, 8 points from 7 games, and yeah, it could have been so much worse. We've already faced Arsenal, Newcastle, and Tottenham, 3 of the Premier League's 6 Champions League sides. We've beaten Everton and Wolves, drawn with Bournemouth, who are playing some of the most exciting football in the league. This is a player who was seen as a risky punt, but is now potentially our relegation savior. When everyone else is missing chances, when the pressure is mounting, when we need someone to step up, Okafor is delivering. But here's where it gets really frustrating, and this ties back to those substitutions. Okafor had been our biggest threat against Spurs. He delivered several dangerous crosses already. He was causing chaos, and what does Fark do? Takes him off. Yeah, Fark explained afterwards that Okafor couldn't play the full 90 minutes. But in that moment, watching our best attacking player walk off while Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who'd been squandering chances all game, stayed on. It was baffling. Which brings us to the elephant in the room. The situation that's got everyone from Fark to the fans to the pundits talking. The striker dilemma that might just define our entire season. Right, White's faithful, we need to have a serious conversation about Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And this one's complicated, emotional, and dividing our fan base right down the middle. Let me lay it out for you straight. Calvert-Lewin is doing everything a striker should do, except the one thing that actually matters, putting the ball in the back of the net. Against Tottenham alone, he missed 3 good chances. Joe Rodon hit the post, Sean Longstaff fizzed one wide, Pascal Struijk had a header. Joel Pirro came close late on. We could have scored 3 or 4. But Calvert-Lewin, our main man up front, the guy we're relying on, he couldn't find the target. And here's what's really concerning. This isn't a one-game thing. Against Newcastle, we had chances but failed to score. Against Bournemouth, we should have had more than 2. We're being wasteful, and it's costing us points we desperately need. Now, Daniel Fark came out after the match and admitted something huge. He said that behind the scenes, Calvert-Lewin's situation is causing frustration behind closed doors. Away from the cameras, even the gaffer is feeling the pressure of these missed chances. But here's where Fark shows his class. He's staying calm publicly. He's backing his striker. He's not throwing him under the bus. Listen to what he said. In the first half, he probably should have hit the target. The goalkeeper is there with a top save, and he's the inches missing when it goes through the box. It is a bit frustrating, but that's the fate of a striker. Sometimes you have these periods when you find it a bit more difficult. I'm happy with his performance. If he, right now, thinks too much about goals and wants to force it too much. It will never work. Farke's telling Calvert-Lewin to keep doing what he's doing. Work for the team. Bring that relentless work rate. Get into good positions. And trust that the goals will come. Sometimes you need luck. Sometimes you need a deflection. Sometimes you need a scruffy goal to break the spell. And you know what? Jermaine Beckford, a man who knows exactly what it's like to be a striker at this club, came out and praised Calvert-Lewin, calling him unbelievable for Leeds. Not for his goals, because let's be honest, they're not coming, but for his work rate, his hold-up play, everything else he brings to the team. Strikers are judged on goals, we all know that. Goals affect a striker's confidence, their rhythm, their entire mentality. But Calvert-Lewin is offering so much more than just goals. His movement is creating space for Okafor, his hold-up play is bringing others into the game. His pressing is relentless. Even Wayne Rooney waited, saying if Calvert-Lewin stays fit, he'll come good. And that's the key word here, White's faithful, fit. If we're going to stay up, we need Calvert-Lewin healthy, even if he's not scoring. But let's be real for a second. How long can this continue? How many more games can we afford to see golden chances wasted? How patient can we be when every single point matters in a relegation battle? We're 8 points from 7 games. We've shown we can compete with anyone. We dominated possession against Spurs. We were superb according to Farke. We deserved more than we got. But performances don't keep you in the Premier League. Points do. We've got a manager making questionable substitutions at crucial moments. We've got a Swiss hero who's carrying our attacking hopes on his shoulders. And we've got a striker who does everything right except the one thing. That shows up on the score sheet. This is Leeds United in October 2025. White's faithful, frustrating, promising, infuriating, and hopeful all at the same time. Final thoughts, so here's where we stand, and I need you to really think about this. We've beaten Everton and Wolves. We've gone toe-to-toe with Arsenal, Newcastle, and Tottenham and not looked out of place. We've got Elland Road rocking every single week with support that's left our new signing stunned. We've got players like Okafor giving us genuine hope, but we're also watching our manager make changes that kill our momentum. We're watching chances get missed that would change our entire season. We're sitting 13th, which could be worse, but it could also be so much better. The question I'm putting to you, White's faithful, is this: are we good enough to stay up with these performances if we keep making these mistakes? Can Farke fix his substitution issues before it's too late? Will Calvert-Lewin find his scoring boots? And can Okafor keep carrying this team on his back? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Tell me if you back Farke to turn this around. Tell me if you think we're staying up. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button now because the Leeds United season is going to be one hell of a ride. Come on, Leeds! Marching on together. White till we die.